What are your thoughts on this whole deal with Sony and Marvel?
I think it's great. My first thought was like, all right, how much is Sony getting paid by Marvel? How much money are they going to get to use their character?
Oh, is this where they're letting Spider-Man be one of the Avengers?
Yeah, to cross over into the Marvel
All right.
Cinematic Universe. I'm like, oh, it's got to be like in the millions or billions free.
Yeah.
They're letting them use it for free, and this is why. So, you know, Spidey's going to jump into the Marvel Universe. Sony's also going to make their own Spider-Man movie. So them letting them put him in the Marvel Universe, it's a big commercial for their own Spider-Man movie that they'll eventually release.
But they have to use the character that Marvel uses. Sorry, the actor that they use for Spider-Man in the Marvel movies has to be the same one they use for the Sony standalone,
so he'll
right?
get a nice payday, yes. But
I don't know.
But for
Something seems a little weird about
for the
this
rights,
deal.
there's apparently there's no money being changed hands, and I think it's brilliant. You know, it's like a free commercial. Everybody wins. But us, the fans, most importantly.
Have they said how long? Is it a cameo or is he in the full movie?
They haven't said, but I mean...
apparently, from what I can tell, he's going to be fully in Civil War, which makes sense because, I mean, Peter Parker is a pretty big part of the Civil War storyline. But I think he might have a cameo somewhere before that. I don't know if they're going to try to, like, retcon him into something that's already happened. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's really weird.
How could you be skeptical of this? What on earth would make you not excited that
No,
Spider-Man's...
I am excited, but I don't think Sony's going to have this property much longer. We were talking about in the car here that even though they've come to some kind of deal, and you know, after the whole thing with the interview and some other stuff going on with Sony, they forced their people to go back into the boardroom with Disney and Marvel there to make something happen. So Sony comes off a little bit desperate with this, and even though there's profit sharing and they get to maintain creative...
they have final creative control is what the agreement says.
I think that's just what they're saying now, but I think within a couple years, Disney's going to get complete ownership away from Sony. Like, there's something they're not telling us here with this deal.
That's a good thing that Disney
gets
it
a great thing,
back.
yeah.
I mean, because Sony... consistently, there's been 5 movies so far, right? 5? Yeah, 5 movies. And each one, I think, has done worse than the one before financially. And they've really bastardized the character. I mean, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. They have really bastardized that character. There's certain things that are really good, and there are certain things that are not. Marvel getting him back is pretty exciting. And then, of course, the big question this week is which version of Spider-Man
right, because what is the one that everyone thinks is going to happen?
Miles Morales, which is the ultimate Spider-Man. And in no logical universe are they going to use Miles Morales. It would be the worst business decision ever, in my opinion.
Why is that?
That's his theory.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah. Because I love this dude. He's so cynical about everything. I love you, man.
Because I think Peter Parker is the iconic version of the character. I think Peter Parker's wit would go great toe-to-toe with Tony Stark. I think the
Miles can crack a couple jokes. He's been known to.
He doesn't have the same. And I like Miles Morales. I just don't. I don't see them starting with Miles Morales. No. Maybe they start with Peter Parker and at some point end up with Miles Morales. But I don't see.
Can I ask you a question? Is Miles Morales a real person or a character? I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
In Ultimate Spider-Man, he is... Peter Parker dies, and this kid kind of gets powers similar to Spider-Man's, but not entirely, and he takes on the Spider-Man persona with a different costume, and he's got some different abilities. And
there's something going on with that Miles Morales, because they are not letting that go, the Ultimate Universe, even though it's not doing that well, I don't think, but they are not willing to let that go, and they keep pushing it, so there may be something there to why they are refusing just to let that line go away.
I think that Miles Morales is going to join the main Marvel universe after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
They'll give him a different name. They won't call him Spider-Man anymore because Peter Parker is still around. They'll figure out something else to call him. But I think he'll be one of the fallouts from Secret Wars that'll join the main Marvel universe when the rest of the Ultimate Universe starts to fall off.
What do you think is going to be bigger, Convergence or Secret Wars? Or Secret War or whatever?
I don't feel good about either one.
More?
Eric, do you not have a snoring sound effect that we can play here?